The BMW M3 is one of those cars that almost everyone agrees is special. It has history, speed, prestige, incredible engineering, and a reputation that has survived generations. For many enthusiasts, the M3 is the perfect performance car. Fast enough for a racetrack, comfortable enough for daily driving, practical enough to carry passengers, and prestigious enough to turn heads without screaming for attention. But here's the question nobody likes asking. Is the BMW M3 actually as perfect as everyone thinks? Because once you look beyond the badges, the Nürburgring lap times, and the endless horsepower figures, the answer becomes a little more complicated. The modern BMW M3, especially the G80 generation, is an absolute monster. Under the hood sits BMW's twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six, producing serious power and delivering performance that previous generations of M3 owners could only dream about. With the competition version pushing well over 500 horsepower, acceleration is brutal, traction is incredible, and the car can embarrass many supercars in a straight line. Add all-wheel drive on the X-Drive version, launch control, an advanced automatic transmission, and modern chassis technology, and you have a sedan capable of doing things that would have sounded impossible for an M3 20 years ago. But maybe that is exactly where the problem begins. The M3 became so fast, so capable, and so technologically advanced that some people feel it lost part of the personality that made the name legendary in the first place. Older M3s were relatively simple. They were lighter, smaller, naturally aspirated or less complicated, and they demanded more from the driver. You didn't just point the car and let computers handle everything. You had to work with the engine, the gearbox, the steering, and the chassis. The modern M3 is objectively faster in almost every measurable way, but faster does not always mean more exciting. And then there is the weight. Modern safety standards, luxury features, larger dimensions, turbocharging systems, all-wheel drive components, and advanced electronics have made the M3 significantly heavier than its ancestors. BMW has done an impressive job hiding that weight, but physics never completely disappears. On a tight road, the newer M3 can feel much larger than the older cars. It is incredibly capable, yes, but sometimes you feel like you are controlling a very sophisticated high-performance machine rather than a lightweight sports sedan. The steering is another controversial point. It is precise, quick, and technically excellent, but some enthusiasts argue that it lacks the natural feedback of older hydraulic steering systems. Modern electric power steering has improved massively, and BMW has tuned the M3 better than many competitors, but the connection between driver and road can still feel filtered. You know exactly where the car is going, but do you always feel exactly what the front tires are doing? That depends on who you ask. Then we have the styling. The G80 M3 created one of the biggest design debates in modern BMW history. Those enormous vertical kidney grills became impossible to ignore. Some people have grown to love them. Others still believe they are completely wrong for an M3. The interesting part is that BMW clearly knew the design would be controversial, and maybe controversy was part of the strategy. Nobody can accuse the M3 of looking boring. But the problem is simple. A legendary performance car should age well, and only time will tell whether this design becomes iconic or simply remembered as one of BMW's strangest decisions. Inside, the M3 is packed with technology, large displays, digital systems, driving modes, and customization options. You can adjust almost everything. Engine response, steering weight, suspension stiffness, brake behavior, transmission settings, you name it. That sounds amazing, but sometimes there are simply too many choices. Instead of getting in and driving, you can spend several minutes configuring the car like a video game. Again, objectively, this is advanced technology. Emotionally, though, some drivers prefer the simplicity of turning a key, selecting a gear, and going. And we cannot ignore the price. The BMW M3 is expensive, especially once you start adding options. At that point, buyers have serious alternatives. The Mercedes-AMG C63 offers a different kind of performance personality. The Cadillac CT5V Blackwing brings a supercharged V8 and a manual transmission, and even BMW's own lineup can make the buying decision complicated. Spend enough money, and suddenly the M3 is competing with cars that offer more luxury, more power, more drama, or a completely different driving experience. Reliability and maintenance are also part of the conversation. The modern M3 is an extremely complex machine. Twin turbos, sophisticated cooling systems, advanced electronics, sensors, all-wheel drive hardware, and performance components all work together to produce incredible results. But complexity usually means more things that can potentially become expensive over time. BMW performance cars have never been known as the cheapest vehicles to own outside warranty, and an M3 is definitely not the kind of car you buy if you want boring, predictable maintenance costs. Still, after all these criticisms, there is one very important fact. The BMW M3 remains an incredible car. Maybe the problem isn't that the M3 is bad. Maybe the problem is that expectations are almost impossibly high. The M3 has become such an icon that every new generation is expected to be faster than before, more luxurious than before, more practical than before, more exciting than before, and somehow still feel exactly like the M3 from the past. That is an impossible balancing act. The modern BMW M3 is faster, safer, more comfortable, and more technologically advanced than ever. But perfection depends on what you want. If you want one of the most capable performance sedans on the planet, the M3 is extremely difficult to beat. If you want a lightweight, raw, simple machine that makes every mile feel mechanical and emotional, you might find yourself looking at an older generation instead. So, why isn't the BMW M3 as perfect as everyone thinks? Because being brilliant and being perfect are not the same thing. The M3 is an engineering masterpiece, but it is heavier, more complicated, more expensive, and more digital than the cars that built its legend. And maybe, just maybe, some of the imperfections are what make the debate so interesting. What do you think? Is the BMW M3 still the ultimate sports sedan, or has it become too powerful, too heavy, and too complicated for its own good? Leave a comment and tell us which car you want us to cover in the next video. And if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and join us for more honest car discussions here on Good Cars USA.